Well, hello there, guys. I hope you're doing very, very well. It's your boy Mikey Mega Mega, live back with that gaming indie action. We are playing Stray on the PS5 over on twitch.tv/Mikey Mega Mega. If you're watching the VOD on YouTube, click like, click subscribe. Thank you so much for hanging out. We are in essentially a cross between Hong Kong and the Sector 7 slums. It's fascinating round here. A little bit fascist authoritarianism, based on how these people are being treated by robo-guards. But we, the Great Cat, are on an adventure. All we've done so far is pop in here, seen that this guy is vibing, and been into this room to get another badge out of the safe of this shopkeeper, who is currently low on battery, so we might have to find some more. So I've got this badge on my side. You can't really see it when I zoom in. And 2 badges over here. That guy's not happy, but he loves me. Hey, look at his smile! Whenever we meow. Oh! I love this game. 10 out of 10 game. The visual language and design of all of this is just so fantastic. November, Red Spider, Lady Zamos, Intoxicated, Todge, Hardzan, and Vedius. Thank you very much for joining me this fine evening. I hope life is treating all of you well. So, let's continue exploring in Stray. Main street well lit. Side alley, ramen, and mystery. I'm a very mysterious man. Also, excuse me, I've got a strepsil lozenge rattling around in my mouth. So interesting that these aren't abandoned, they're plugged in. So what is someone doing here? This is like such a lovely interpretation of, I guess, it's just technically cyberpunk. Hey! You've been in the city below? I had a friend there called Fifi. Haven't seen him in ages. Oh, Albert, do you fall over if I get in your way? Oh, his face doesn't change. He's mostly camera. Okay, I can't get under his feet. A drinks machine. And also a way up. Let's have a quick look here first. Okay, can't interact. Reminds me of another trope. Goes into the ancient caves. Somehow all the torches are lit. Ah, the old classic. The ancients. Don't you understand, Cloud? The planet's dying. Shouldn't we be sucking up all that Mako? Okay. I wonder if that window opens from the inside, because there's no way further up from this little look around. Unless this is just for looking, for funsies. I love having a wander. We haven't even come across a problem yet. We can probably walk all the way to the end of the game, for all I know. But maybe there's things to do in the big city. I'm just a little kitty with a big dream. Yo, Torch, have a good one, man. I'll see you soon, dude. I don't know what the downstairs neighbors are up to. I keep hearing buzzsaw and hammer noises. Let's go! So, now we're running parallel up to the main street. Hello? I used to own a bar. It was the coziest place around here. Until I took a screwdriver in the knee. Wait a minute. Well done, Skyrim reference, everybody. Well done. Obligatory video game reference. Well done, well done. Well done. I hope you're proud. I've not even played Skyrim and I know that. Hello, sir. Even if this guy bums me out, he's my only customer. Welcome to Twitch. Try not to scare him away, please. Alright, this guy's a live streamer. Thank you, Glack. I'll see you soon. Okay. Right, let's just see if we know where we came from. Was it down here? Yeah, this is where we came from, Ben. This guy's running a place. The club's closed. Get lost. Unless I show him an item. Who are you, the police? Everyone's looking for her. I didn't let her in, if that's what you want to know. We are searching for a mysterious lady robot. So I guess we're just going to show this photo around until something happens. What about down here? I'm busy. He's got nothing to say. Oh. The back alleys. You look a bit suspicious. Sorry, little one. You can't play over here. Aww. The Nico Corp... Nico! The cat factory is no place for a little fuzzball like you. Access is restricted, but only for a little while. If you can wait a few years, we'll open right back up. I better just show him the photo. Is that an address on the back? The first symbol is a street. Then there's a floor and a door number. Oh! Oh shit! That's a street, then a floor, then a door number. So something street, third floor, door number 5. Yo. Let's go to something street. Yo, Teades, good evening, man. How are you? Ladybot is my favorite flavor. Careful, family stream. Oh, I thought I nearly knocked him over. Wait. Ah! Fantastico! I can! I'm sorry. It's just good to know that I have that power. Okay, so look for blue big icon shaped street. Ooh, there's a hat shop. Oh, that looks like blue icon streets. Oh, all the icons are blue. Oh shit, one sec. Perfect. Third floor, room 5. Let's go have a look. I bet there's so much to explore and interact with around here. We'll try to talk with everyone if we can. But let's do our hopping.
Very cool.
Now.
Way to go.
Yo, Blockfest! Yo, Blockfest, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the sub. Alpha diddly dot devil are you doing? Yo, Blockwest, thank you very much for subscribing, dude. I hope you're doing very well. You can now change the colour of my lighting, and also you can get into my subs-only Discord and download my artwork, my way of saying thank you back to subs. Hey, good evening. Have you played this game? Okay, so this is the second floor. So if you're in England, we say ground floor, and then we say first floor. But I think in Japan and America, you guys say first floor, as in ground level, and then you go up to the second, which is weird. Anyway, 3.5 is what we're after, so I need to go up one more. Sock in a jar, please stop. Authentic cat stuff. Wait, sock in a jar, what have I done? Come here. We're all friends here. Yo, just because there's no music playing in the background, I'm going to drop a bit more Final Fantasy on this. There's just something about that Final Fantasy VII soundtrack that fits this game so perfectly. Was it Barrett's theme or something about the slums? This one. Okay, 3.5. This is it. It's been boarded up. Oh, November, do you? Good chow. I listen to a lot of Final Fantasy remix and prog rock covers on YouTube. Yo, later on I'll show you a great Final Fantasy 8 mix. Who lived here? And where is she now? Oh, she's got a green thumb. These look like, by the look of those big leafy greens, I want to say these are philodendrons? I don't know what that is. Is that a paphos vine? Let's knock this over. She's into crystal energies. Oh, what's going on? I thought you were a scent. Never mind. Who are you? What do you want? Hey, Clementine. I've got a picture of you. Wait, so Ziggy finally decided to send someone? I guess you're my new recruit. You're not very big. Oh, don't say that. How did you even manage the sewers? I guess you must be pretty resourceful. I've been looking for a way outside ever since. Oh, ever since I left the ant village. But the sentinels are always watching. Now that you're here, you can help. Follow me. I'm part of the resistance. I'm the spark that lights the flame. That is the fire. Now, let's have a quick look around before we do that. Oh, can I rest? Oh, look at this. Oh. I like this room. It's really nice. It's a bit old, but it's like... It's got that streamer setup vibe. Lots of nice soft things. She's got a chill out sleeping area. Yo, this is where she goes to get really high. Puts on some tunes. Down there is for the guests. And up here is the vibe zone. Thank you very much for joining me this fine evening. I'm jealous. I want to draw, but I can't for the next 6 weeks or so. Oh, book first. Why? Something to do with your hands? Are you going on holiday? You alright, man? Broken hand. Unfortunately, it's the right, and I'm right-handed. Oh, mate, I feel you. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. It was a very long time ago, but I went skiing, and I fell quite badly. And I partially tore the ligaments in my thumbs. And I very nearly could never hold anything again. And I was terrified. And then I got really bad doctor's advice. And then months later, another doctor said they would never have told me that and put me in a cast immediately, which they didn't. So, book first. Look after yourself. I don't know if this helps, dude. I don't know if you have like a computer or anything. Even though you're not drawing and not creating, my strongest advice to you is still make a note of every creative project that comes to your mind. Because I find that if you kind of like get a bit stymied by being creative in one outlet, i.e. drawing, all of those ideas still carry on and they build up and they need to go somewhere else. So when I'm not drawing, I'm often writing notes about stuff I want to draw or creative projects in the future. And hopefully that will just take the edge off a little bit. Or do what I do, just watch loads of anime for a while. Yo, Niku, go get a fresh coffee. This is cup of tea and coffee time. Thanks for joining me, guys. Lovely to have you. Yeah, just know that it does heal. Stronger than ever before. I knew somebody who broke their bones on purpose for martial arts. Because they heal thicker and stronger. And I broke my collarbone once, and then somebody dropped an axe kick on it after it had healed. I took the blow quite well. Big notes in anime, big help. Would recommend. You. But like, you know, it's like that saying, you've got to roll with the punch. And with stuff like that, if you can't be creative in one outlet, record your need for creativity in another outlet. You just have to transfer the flow, but don't let it bottle up, because then you get frustrated and that can affect your healing. Man, I'm so zen. I'm full of good ideas. I'm a cat. Yo, any other advice, kitten?
Meow, meow, meow.
Yes, always keep a pen and notebook by your bed. Good advice. Wait, where did he go? Is that bathtub full of pot plants? Okay, now this doesn't look weird to me because I have a cast iron bathtub in the garden full of plants. Just a little throwback from another time. This is where everybody's in chat just like, ooh, Mikey, I've got indoor plumbing because I'm rich. Yeah, well, not all of us have that. I live in a very old house. I scrub in the garden in the rain. Where did Clementine go? I was kind of talking. I might have missed their vibe. Did they open the door? Oh, they're in here. Oh, the planning room. I've been working on a plan to use this old subway for a while. I even have the keys to start it. Yo! All we need is an atomic battery to power it. I know a battery shop person. I know the Nico Corporation has one secured inside their factory. I've got a contact who can help us infiltrate. I don't know his name. He's a robot with a bomber jacket and a gold chain. Take the message to him. Secret post-it. The bomber jacket and the gold chain. Goldie bot, everybody remember. Someone small like you should have no trouble sneaking inside the factory. Don't hesitate to ask for help. The city's full of information. Just stay clear of the sentinels. Yo, golden bomber jacket man in the factory. Eyes open. Oh, Clementine's just surfing the net. You got any games? Clemmy? Okay, my guys. We are on a mission. Let's go! No face punches. I broke my nose when I was a kid. Maybe I can take a hit to the face better now. Yeah, find out organically. Don't go looking. Yeah, typing out character stories and stuff as well. Yeah, I think it goes without saying that I wouldn't recommend actively seeking out violence. But, you know, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life either. That guy's got speakers for a face! I'm going to hang out with him. Oh, well, again, this game is very ambient, but there's not much music. What are you exactly? I am a kitty cat. A quadruped making cute sounds. I like the concept. Let's go. Can I go down the wire? Should I follow that wire? Oh. Can I cause some kitty trouble by turning a hose or something? I can't do anything with this wire just yet. It's not interactable. Maybe that's something I can unlock.
You're all going to die down here.
Moldy, yo, thank you very much for jumping in of 100 big boy bitties. That is very handsome of you. What's good, dude? Evil camera system. The fascists are watching us. It's dystopia. Oh, I nearly broke it. Oh, it broke off completely. Can I do that to all the cameras? Hey. Yo, freedom for the people. Down with the government. I am V. You finished some artwork just before the accident. Yo, good on you. What is that noise? I oiled up all of my bearings last month. Hey. What do you mean you forgot your character sheet? Oh, he's an artist. I spent a whole week preparing this session. Oh, are they playing D&D? Oh. Yo, okay. Can we do anything down here now that the cameras are off? Life is boring since the Sentinels put cameras in our residence. Oh, it's just... I can hear one more, can't I? Can you guys see another camera? I broke those two. Not so smart now, Sentinels. Ah, they like it. Here's to the new future. Grab a cassette. No, those tapes are ours. Don't you know not to steal? I could give you one, but you'll have to do something for Jean-Ma, Miko, and me. The Sentinels have installed 3 cameras to watch over us, but we don't like that. Can you get them off our backs? Oh, I'm 2 down already. I can hear the 3rd one. I can't see it. I'm going to go back up 1 level and see if I can look down. Oh, well now music's playing. This game randomly decides when it wants to actually have tunes. Go back.
I am vengeance. This city, it's teeming with violence. At night, crime goes unpunished. Criminals fear the darkness. They wonder what's there. But I am the darkness. Gotham Project, Year 2. I am vengeance.
It's louder near the tree. Ah. DM troubles. Hard preparation and people don't turn up with their right stuff. Who would put a camera in a tree? Eyes open. Maybe it's up and around. I could definitely hear it by that tree, but yeah. Oh, yo! We haven't... That's our first box that we've jumped into. We haven't jumped in a box the whole game. That was a one last remaining cat thing that we hadn't done. Oh, mate, this game. Go on. "10 out of 10, mate. 10 out of 10. Alright. Oh, there it is. Yo. Interesting. Okay. Cheeky Charlie, how do we, can do the Camaroo? With a little bit of love and belief. Perfect. Alright, 10 out of 10. Let's go back downstairs. Oh, well, that's the end of the fun music. British Batman sounds like he'd wear a cardigan to crime fighting. Oh no, Master Bruce. Alfred! Oh, Master Bruce. Don't be the Batman anymore, Master Bruce. That is a man who's got drive. He's younger and he's faster than you are. Guess I'll just have to hit harder. Well, one day, Master Bruce, someone's gonna hit back. Well, then you'll be right, Alfred. But when that day comes, I wish I wasn't. Alfred. Alfred. Oh, Bruce. Well done. I didn't think you can do it. Yeah, smash the system. Take your prize, man. You earned it. We got a cassette tape. Loud Music, Volume 1. I love it. Loud Music, Volume 1. Miko's vibing. Enjoy the song. You're going to love it. What a wonderful day, my friends. So we need to find a factory and a power battery. That might be the off-limits area we passed earlier. And we need to find Goldie McChainboy. Big boy bomber jacket, big vibes. But can I put this cassette somewhere? I tried downloading an aimbot to be the best of the game, but I ended up with malware. Oh, I'm not sure why, but everything seems odd now. Bad news. Is that a bomber jacket? He doesn't have a gold chain, though, does he? Are they playing music again? Guy in a bomber jacket and a gold chain. I think I saw him earlier today near the club. Oh, I know where the club is. But let's have a look over here. Lazy Samurai. Absolutely. How you doing, man? This is still better than the jukebox music from Final Fantasy VII Remix. Oh, it didn't smash. Oh, he's got a smile. Hey. What'll it be today, little sir? Little sir! Our world must seem gigantic from your little eyes. I wish I could be as tiny as you so I could explore new hidden places. Oh, he's really nice. He made me purr. Drink responsibly. Not like the guy in the back room. What a pity. The guy in the back is well lubed, if you know what I mean. What I am thinking of is not what you're thinking of. I promise you that, sir. Well lubed and waiting. Let's go. Oh, look at the bonsai tree. Can I wake him up with some banging cassette music? Oh, oh dear. I'd like to apologize in advance. Hey. Oh, he's really inebriated. Oh, where's he going? Hey. Can I trip him up? No. Okay, well, he's off to do something. I don't know what, but shall we just see where he goes really quickly? And then we'll go to the club. Oh, look at this evil security bot. No trumpets! Posture check. You good shout. Oh, he's talking with that guy. Ooh. Cheers, dude. What are they discussing? Oh. Oh, maybe I wanted to jump in that box. Oh no, I reckon I've just missed an opportunity to be in that box. Ah, I've just gained an opportunity. Oh, sorry. Okay, fortunately, it's a loop. Let's hop in here. That's why they showed us a box earlier when we were at the flats. See, this game is prepping us. You always have to prep someone with an idea before you then pull that idea out of nowhere later on in a story arc. Chekhov's box. Yo, okay, well, we're in the shop. What can I steal or destroy? I mean purchase. With cat money. Sure love a hat. Look at him working hard. The cat is in the box. Now, we wait. Get a little bucket hat for the cat. Why not? I'm down. I'm down for some cat fashion. Whenever I see bucket hats, it reminds me of that guy from Bleach. Who trained Ichigo in the first half. Oh. Oh. Interesting. So now we have a way in behind the tuk-tuk. But what is in here? Like, I don't appear to be taking hats. Ah, steal the worker's hat. Ooh, a little bit of oboe kicked in. Ooh, don't be mean. Here's a hollow worker. There's some evil robot drones. I'm assuming yeah, some kind of force field. Moody, don't like it. Now, where was that club? Oh, I can't go up there either. Unless I hop into the back of a tuk-tuk for some more cheeky sneaky later on. Well, we'll remember that that's there for now. Oh, I just got a trophy! Cat's best friend! What a game. Hey! What? Oh, sorry for climbing up on a counter of your establishment. What can I do for you tonight, Chief? Can you put this cassette on? Can't you pay me with real money? Alright. Fair enough. We'll come back there later. So that's the estate. Those are the flats. The club is back down here. Bro just watched the cat jump out of the box and was like, yeah, I don't get paid enough for this. Sometimes the cat's in the box, sometimes the cat's not in the box. I ain't Schrodinger. It ain't my problem. Hello, sir. The club's closed. Get lost. What if I play some banging music? Bribe? I don't take bribes. What is that anyway? What about this? Okay. He was seen near the club, not necessarily in the club. Bomber jacket, gold chain. We're going to probably try to get in the club, though. You one of those young punks listening to loud music all day? Don't touch anything and don't make any noise. Don't ask for credit. Alright, man. Alright, don't worry. I'm just a trustworthy cat. A lovable feline friend. Oh, mate, this is a philodendron imperial green if ever I've seen one. Who's this fashionista? Yo, ladies and gentlemen, let's get funky. Let's go. Bloody hell. It's a bit hard, isn't it? Who's gone to turn it off? Can I steal something? Quick, let's steal something whilst he's not looking. Yeah. Ah. You know it. There's nothing really to steal. Oh, Yes, there is. Yo, I'm stealing a full workman's outfit. Just in time. He just turned off music. Oh, that was banging. The song's busting for real. Excellent. Trustworthy Kitty did actually steal something. Okay, so I've got a workman's disguise for later. I didn't even know I needed one. However, I should double back because we don't know where our friend is. Right. Big gold chain. Near the club. Bomber jacket. Can we, do we get him round the back? It's not my birthday. Now, I've climbed up there before, but it never took us anywhere. Let's go around the block once. That was good music. The dudes that turned it off have no taste. It was going hard, that's for sure. I won't doubt that. Those are some hard beats. No, Mikey, no! Lady Zamos has experienced somebody's birthday before. No, I'm not here to judge, lady. Enjoy what you like. Where is the dude, man? Oh, he's angry because it's missing. We wouldn't be dealing with a thief, would we? Oh, shall I show him that I stole it? Yo, I took it. It's right here. I took the jacket. How curious, we're selling the exact same jacket. Wait a minute. Nice. When you're a cat, everything looks like a nice perch. I don't think I can climb up anything here. You're not the dude, are you? Okay, here's a worker, dudes. At Nico Corp, we work all day long to gather the waste and send it downstairs where they recycle and repurpose it. Speaking of downstairs, it's been a while since we had news from them. Oh, mate, that entire city's cut off, mate. Clementine wanted. Rebellious. Independent fort alarm? I need to get in there. Does anybody know where this guy is? Oh, Blazer. I'm busy. What do you want? Are you this guy? Where did you get that? Oh, you're with my contact. Yes. Let me brief you about the atomic battery. The battery is powering the Nico Corp factory right there. But this whole area is restricted and heavily guarded. They check every person who enters and turn away anyone who's not a worker. Here's an idea. Get me a worker jacket and a worker helmet. While I stay here. Actually, bruv, one step ahead of the curve.
No, I'm not crazy, huh? Oh no, I'm just ahead of the curve.
Excellent, this helmet will do the trick. And perfect, this jacket is exactly what we need. I'm gonna get dressed, turn around. Yo, Simon, how you doing, man? Welcome on in. Happy midnight. Thanks for popping in and vibing. November, have a bloody good one. Thank you very much for hanging out, by the way. I appreciate it. Nice to meet you the other day. These are great. A little bit of snug, but it'll do. Okay, hop in the box and I'll sneak you across the checkpoint. Man, I'm all about boxes in this Let's Play episode. Oh, I can't meow when I'm in the box. But we can still look around. This game's got such a nice vibe to it. I love all of this slow pace loveliness. Yeah, it's a box, all right. Yeah, heard about these. In you go. We need more boxes. Yo, welcome to a new zone, my friends. That's right, you keep him busy. And I'll hop my sweet self out. Okay, he's keeping them distracted. Ooh. Leon, you can't be suggesting... Wait, what did she say? Leon, you're not serious. Oh, way. Yeah. Oh, he told them a joke. Oh, that's really sweet. Oh, I wonder if there's a bit of a hiding mechanic or something. Oh, there's a robo-drone. Careful. Yes, let's go. Ignore the cameras. Ooh, who's scanning me? I can't even see them. Oh, it's over there. Ooh, ooh. Few cheeky sweeping patterns, huh? Okay, I think we've got to do our kitty careful best here. Box, box, box. Oh my god, that was so lucky. I was hidden behind those two boxes there. That was a bit tight. I'd be about that kitty cat life, but it'd be a furious life sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Mikey, can I ask what your local time is? Oh, Lady Zamos, I'm in England, GMT, Greenwich Mean Time. So it's currently just past 12 o'clock midnight. It's 12:20. Guys, what time is it where you lot are? Are you just hanging out in the afternoon? Are you up very late? Are you waking up early? I appreciate you all. Everyone who puts Mikey on in the tabs is extra handsome. Egyptian Iris, welcome back. Loving it. Loving it, Egyptian. Everybody says it's really quick to play. This has taken me a bit longer than I thought it would. There's more game here than I expected there to be. And for the most part, it's lovely. Yeah. It's 25 quid on PlayStation Store. And compared to something like Resident Evil 3, this is worth 25 quid without a doubt. It is beautifully put together. Everything's lovely to look at. Now I think I might have to do a cheeky meow, but not for this guard, for that one down there. So let's keep an eye out on its pattern. Careful. Careful, yeah, they've both come round, including that one, which is hopefully more positive than it sounds. Yes, now I've got to wait till that guy's not looking. Ah, shit! Oh, God, that was tight! Did you see how tight that was? Oh! Go, 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 go! Oh, May, I am made for this! Careful. Keep hiding. Can I not reach that now? I can't jump back. We got it. Yo, Kent Ninja, how you doing, dude? Nice to see you, bruv. Oh, yeah, Kent Ninja. Sylvan, 7:20 p.m. Are you guys having a nice, relaxing evening? Akuma Kenji. Oh, dude, you're German. Akuma, because you've got loads of kanji in your name, I usually assume you're Japanese. O Deutschjin desu ka? Deutsche kara ikimashita ga? Yo, prima. Wie geht's du, man? Welcome on in. Thanks for hanging. Nice, I've been wanting to play this, but I haven't heard much about it yet. Glad to see you're liking it. Yeah, so as you know, I do think that Elden Ring is an amazing game. And when I have fun with it, I really have fun. But it's also full of bits which are just a really long, miserable slog. So I've been hankering for a short video game that's short, maybe a little bit of puzzle, maybe a bit indie, maybe a bit nice, maybe a bit short. And finally we have something that's short. The worst sin a game can do in my book is be too long. I've played many games which were brilliant, but they were so long that I stopped enjoying it. G'day. G'day, Cat Ninja. Lovely to have ya. Simon, you're from the Isle of Wight. Oh, Simon. I used to go to uni with this guy from the Isle of Wight, and I loved this man. His name is part of the... do you know the Entwhistles? Look, Mikey, there's more than 5 of us. You know the Entwhistles. I used to hang out with Kana. And who's the band from the Isle of Wight who did Lost in the Rain, da 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 da. We all used to play Risk together when I was at university. Adorable. Sorry I missed you. How you doing, you lovely thing? You delicious egg. Yakuza 0 was too long for me. I enjoyed it, but it could have ended 5 chapters earlier. Yeah, I've not played the Yakuzas. I heard they're banging. For me, it was Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation had me on edge. I was terrified. Perfect concept. You can't kill it. You can only run and hide. Great game. Great game for the first 2/3. And for the last third to the last quarter of the game, I stopped being scared because I was done. I was like, look, how long till I finish this game? You know, I was just like, what do I have to do to be done playing this now? Everyone knows everyone. Yeah. Anyway. The Bee Gees? The Bees. Simon, I don't know if you know the Bees, the band that came from the Isle of Wight. But they came up to visit Kana when we were at uni, and we just spent all day smoking and playing Risk. It was like one of the best days. Okay, what am I doing about this thing? I need to move. Be very patient. Now quietly approach the box, and then lightly provoke it. Ooh, oh, risky business, but I made it. I'm going to be honest, I shouldn't have made that. The game's a little bit more forgiving than I thought it was going to be. Oh. No, 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 no. Okay, so that's where I came from. That's how I get back. That's still where I'm going. Right? The game seems really cozy and fun. Yeah, it really is. Oh, you knew one of the dude's dads? Yeah, Simon. Was it free? Is it like... Now, I don't know if this is apocryphal, but don't they say there's like 8 degrees of separation for any 2 people on Earth? I think that's a bit of a push. I'd say definitely for any one country. Yeah, awesome. This guy's doing a lot of big spinny looky. Ah, no. Ah, oh, is this a real problem? Am I about to lose the game? Or can you just run through the whole game and not get in trouble? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, shit, hide in here. Fuck. Oh, I was about to say... That sucks. If I could actually just run through everything, that actually really sucks. But you do come up to a laser door, which you can't run through. And I had to hide inside of this barrel not to get actually caught. But that's way more forgiving than I reckon it should be. $8 of Kevin Bacon. It's 6 degrees. Who's a hotel singer, yeah. Bockwurst. Bockwurst, danke for hanging out, dude. Have yourself a bloody good evening, and thank you for vibing. Look after yourself. Have a good night, mate.
Oh, I'm so tired in the little Brockwurst world.
Sorry, you didn't deserve that. Have a lovely evening. I guess I'm just gonna... Guys, sometimes you need to sneak and hide, and sometimes you need to use brute force. So I guess I'm just going to barrel my way through. Anyone? Because it's a... No? Nothing. I am wasted on you people. You guys don't deserve this level of content. Well, this is mysterious. It's the Cortex. Somebody get Crash Bandicoot here. A battery. Oh, it's alive. Hello. Ah, come join me on the red platforms. Oh. Oh, what have I done? Oh. Oh. Ooh. Ah, I got it. Yo, okay, we're gonna get this guy to join me over here, so that we can free his friend, and then we can all stand on the things together. I like this music. Ambiently mysterious. These documents. Oh my god. RoboCorp. They've been in control this whole time. The media. The states. It's all connected. I like these tunes. Yo, hello, hello. Look at him. He's very cute. Oh, do you know what these guys remind me of? Can you see how it's a really... Guys, can you see how this is a really chunky robot with an off-center eye camera? Does anybody remember this really weird old sci-fi movie? Like, I don't know if it's 70s or 80s. And it's about this science ship that's going through space. And it's like a habitat ship that's got loads of forests. And there's this one guy, and there's a couple of just these chunky robots that go around helping with the admin. And he's driving his car really fast, and he accidentally runs one of them over. That's literally my only memory of whatever weird sci-fi property that was. I'm gonna have to look that up one day. Yo, we're almost there, my friends. He's an iRobot. I did a barrel roll! Cruisix! Don't worry about it. Ah. Oh. Cruisix. Turns out you're right on the money. Our barreling is not yet complete. Oh, let's go. Yes. Father. Oh, I wonder if I can get it to squeeze crush for barrel. I just want to see if going halfway and standing on this does anything interesting. Ah, they don't like it. Wow, did you just see that lag? That's the first time the PS5 has had to work really hard for some reason. They don't like it, Upham. Whoa, I just got fat lag again right around here. Is it because there's loads of reflected surfaces in this water, do you reckon? Interesting. Oh. Should we get out of here? We got it. Let's get out of here. We gotta go. Quick. That is insane lag. Go. Oh, we're here. Oh no. That was much easier than I expected it to be. So that was the factory. The factory was right here, attached to the city, all along. Hydraulic press channel here. Yo, we're going to see what happens when we try to press the tungsten. Ah, you can see it is crumbling. It's very unstable. Yeah, I watch hydraulic press. Do you want to know how old I am? Like, you guys might have hydraulic press channel. Do you want to know what I had when I was on YouTube, when I first started not even making content, when I first just started watching YouTube videos? Back in my day, we had Will It Blend. Does anybody remember Will It? Forget hydraulic press, mate. Will It Blend. They had an industrial strength food blender. And then, as you can guess, they just took everyday items to see if they would blend. That was content before content, mate. Now, if they made that on YouTube Shorts, that would blow up insanely, because that's the perfect 30-second video. Here's an item in a blender. Guys, I'm going to start a new YouTube channel. Don't tell Chameleon S, my mod. Where basically, I'm going to take the very best of YouTube ideas from about 10 years ago. But instead of 10-minute long videos, I'm going to turn them into 30-second YouTube Shorts. Yeah, don't breathe this. Remember, don't breathe this. Wait, Will It Blends are still around? Oh my god, yeah, how to god, how too basic. Wow. Yeah, I remember them blending iPhones. We could do Shredder-chan. Yeah, do you know what? That's a very good idea, Cruzix. I might do that for YouTube Shorts, like legitimately. Cruzix, you're a fucking genius. I'll get Shredder-chan and literally it'll just be like, guys, another day, another go with Shredder-chan. I'm just going to open up this pack of Magic the Gathering cards and I'll open them up and immediately put them straight into, so that, like, in terms of the telephone format, the Cruzix, man, you're not just a troll, you're also a genius. You're very handsome. In terms of the telephone format, I'll have the cards right up here coming straight out the packet, barely even looking at them. And the shredder will just fill the bottom part of the screen. I'll just feed it straight in. Guys, I have got a limited edition Pokemon card pack here. I hear some of these are shiny. I have no idea what's going on with them. Yo, 10 out of 10. Will it shred? Why are we here? Oh, the battery. Let's go. Let's go see Clementine. Guys, we've done really well. Oh. Oh, what's happened? Do you think the criminal is eyeing my collection of vintage cards? Sorry, mate, that's Shredder-chan. They're gone. He knew. You're not seeing those cards again. You think you can stop us from hanging in our own digs? You can steal our spot, but you can't steal our moves. Germa. Nothing makes sense if we can't dance. Oh. Is there another way in here? All of this work for nothing. Oh. Oh, I can just walk past. Remain calm. A search operation is ongoing. I'll turn it off. I'll keep turning it off whenever there's actually music in game. Don't mind me, just strolling past. I'm known for coming up or suggesting fun ideas in general. So this is it. Like, I actually tweeted about this a while ago. Back in my day, if you had like a fun gimmick, that was your hook to get somebody to watch what you're doing, and then you had to follow it up with content. You had a gimmick to, like, that's your elevator pitch to get somebody to click on a video or an idea, followed up by something that's worth watching. But now, with short form content, especially in the last 5 years or so, that's not important. All you need is the gimmick and nothing else, because you only need 30 seconds at most of someone's attention, and you just need to keep pumping that out and rolling it. Okay, this is it. 2022 leading into 2023. This autumn and late summer, Mikey Mega Shorts, or something similar. I'll put some stuff on the Megaverse channel, but we might have to start a brand new YouTube channel called Stealing Ideas from YouTube from 10 years ago and converting them into shorts. Guys, I'm down at the orphanage. Will it blend? Ah, that's why there's a box here. It all comes together. Channel number 70. Listen, I'm very much a starting big ideas guy. I'm not a committing to ideas guy. Oh wow, there's quite a lot of them. Holy shit. I'm starting to feel a little bit of pressure here. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to cut across maybe. I don't think they're moving. Okay, he didn't even go amber. Green alert, no herd. Yo, let's go. Where am I going? Upstairs. Clemmy! Yo, Clemmy! Be cool? Hello? Yo, let's go, my friends. This game is so lovely. None of this is too taxing. You just kind of go in the right direction. And I think that's good for this kind of game. In that you want to chill with this game. This isn't like a puzzle intensive game. This is much more of an atmospheric explore experience. Just soak in the ambience. So you want your puzzles to complement that, not challenge that and halt your progress. So I think they've balanced it pretty well. Oh, where's she gone? Clem? No sign of Clementine. Oh, coded message. We're going to have to play detective to figure out what happened. Oh. Name's a bit clunky. We only have a few seconds of attention nowadays. Well, I'll start off on the Megaverse channel. We'll do a few test runs with shorts. And on TikTok. TikTok. For B12 and the cat, the answer lies in my stuff. And then 4 symbols. Clementine. Oh. Onion plant. Rocket ship. Sex toy. Lava lamp. Interesting. Okay, guys, I'm going to go for a really quick wee. I won't be a moment. I'll be right back. Yo, okay, guys, and welcome back. I'm so glad we didn't record that bit as well. Alright, so. Lava lamp. I love lamp. Lava lamp, onion pot plant. Oh, this is the onion pot plant. Harmless chemicals in a gaseous state. We need one of these. Like me, companions can't smell. But there's also a message under the container. Ah, this is it. I'm with secret, 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 secret. It's a guessing game. Let's pop back up here. I'll forgive you. I'll take a coffee. Eyes open. That's not a clue. Low purity, medium value. There's a message. I'm with Blazer. Something, something, something. Oh, we're doing so well. What an odd thing to have in an apartment. Is this the way the companions see humans? Pyramid head. Kind of funny. Something's been left here. I'm with Blazer. Come to something, something, something. Ooh. So now we just need the lava lamp, right? Oh, look at that big shining heart. How do I, I have no idea what this is, but its glow is mesmerizing. That one's digital. Sorry, I was elsewhere. He also lost focus when we were in the big room with the giant eyeballs. I didn't even notice the message. I'm with Blazer in the nightclub. Yo, let's go. Lieutenant Cat. Now let's go find her. We don't have much time.
Meow, 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 meow.
Yes. Let's go. Blazer in the nightclub. Are these guys still ruining it for everyone? Alright, one sec. Can I still can't do anything involving that cable. I guess I have to go and sleep. I can't watch too long. Gonna wake up early. Shay Dark, thank you very much for even just vibing in. I hope you're doing well. Red Kitty by Claire. Hey all. It's a little kitten. It is a little kitten. Red Kitty, how you doing? Chip and chip, mate. Chris. Right. Is getting down easier than getting up? I don't think I can do any long form jumping from here. Oh shit! Ah, fuck. That sounded intensely like darts. Aya! What is going on? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, fucked up. Ah. Oh my god. Oh, I really screwed that up, guys. That is... Oh, we are lucky to be out of there. Holy heck. That was the most intense it's ever been. Okay, let's just calm down a minute. Let's get into that nightclub. Come on. Baby's got some new shoes and I want to rattle that caboose. Let's go. Oh, these guys have moved over here. I like that they're slowly relocating around the city as we're playing the game. Groove at 2%. I hate this club, it's full of posers. At least there's no sentinels. It's not for you. Go away. But I've got a giant battery? Hello, Tip Rebs. Okay. Oh. Sorry about that. Are we gonna get up there somehow? Oh, can I climb on the guys? Now that they're here. I don't think the bouncer's gonna let us in. Mikey, can you do a backflip? My cat can. Show off? Wait, what, if you manually spin them? How do you learn that? I think your cat needs to be taken to a better owner. Yeah, Shadark, look after yourself, man. We're gonna have to climb up the back again. Okay, I wonder if that window is now open that we discovered earlier. We had a little climb up here ourselves, my friends. A cheeky little 1-2, how do you do? Now, how did I do it? There's a dude up there. Howdy, partner. Why don't you come over here so I can get a look at you? Oh, brilliant. So is it the diegesis of the game is encouraging me to navigate up here anyway. Yo. Golden face. Look at that. Now there's a dude here. Hey, how'd you get up here? Do you want to party with us? Hop in. Come get a drink. I have, in England, I don't know if the laws changed a while ago, like a long time ago, but back when I was a youth, stroke, anywhere between 17 to 28, anywhere between 17 to 35, no, anywhere between 17 to about 30, the nightclubs used to shut at 2 a.m. Or if nightclubs opened later, last entry would still be at 1 in the morning. So I have hopped over so many fences and so many gates to hop into the smoking area of clubs. And I became really good at it. And one of the ones that I did is because there's a lot of CCTV around the smoking area. Is I remember like I hopped over this, like, cause I used to be really good at climbing back when I was a bit more. So like I had to kind of like skip 1 foot off a wall to hop up to get to the very top of this like big wooden wall, and I hoiked myself over. And you drop quite far to get in because it's sunken, and I dropped into the smoking area, and it's all on CCTV, so the bouncers are already running back. And the moment I landed, I took my coat off and wrapped it up and put it under my arm and just walked really slowly in, because the bouncers aren't looking for the guy in a white t-shirt. They were looking for the guy in the black bomber jacket. Bang. Walk straight past them. 100 IQ, that is. Can you nya on command? I can. Ooh. Hey, Kitty Cat, what do you think about Red Kitty by Claire? Tell us something about them.
Meow, meow, meow.
Oh. That's pretty dark. Bloody hell. Backflips, she says, huh? Oh dear. Yo, we're clubbing. Nice work, Alex. We like him. He's on the down low. Oh. Robo Daft Punk. Which doesn't make sense because they're already robots. Kinda. Okay. Interesting atmosphere. Low-key beats, but people are still having fun. Looks like it's near closing. Yo, customer, access to the VIP is closed. It's private business. Ooh. It's reserved by a blazer guy. Yo. I love those, like, ROM sound effects. This is how clubs were in the 1940s. In my day, alcohol wasn't legal in America. You had to go to the speakeasy. Oh, I just took a drink. Oh! I am here now. Oh, it's a memory. Stan, remember. When I was human... Oh, wow, my voice cracked. When I was human, my friends and I would gather and party long into the night. Ah, it's me talking about my stories. Even if we had to suffer the annoying consequences the next morning. Oh my god, that's just reminded me. Something pretty. How's your hangover? Kayla, how are you feeling tonight? Did you go to bed pissed? Did you try my thing about a pint of water and a couple of painkillers? I'm not kidding. That's my religion. When I used to go on clubbing holidays all the time, every night we got back, pint of water and a couple ibuprofen. You wake up really tired still, but you don't wake up feeling like death. Yeah, this game's absolute eye candy. It's lovely. Also, thank you very much for the follow. Good evening. Hope life's good. Oh, let's. I haven't got chat over here. I've been searching for Ms. Mika's channel. Let's bring your boys back up on both screens.
Very cool. Way to go.
Oh!
Hey, Mikey. Another month down.
Yo.
Thanks for all the tutorials and art. It's helped immensely. I got a THICC mushroom witch drawing done the other day, lol.
Thick mushroom witch. I'm almost too scared to ask. Yeah. She magics up all their mushrooms. That sounds like something for another time. But yeah, I'm kind of curious about what it looks like. If it's safe for work, you're more than welcome to share. And SnowRip, thank you very much for the 8 months. Enjoy your continued access to my subs-only Discord. What's that, Mikey? If I have Twitch Prime, I can download your artwork for free by subscribing for free with my Prime account. Yeah, it's just like a Patreon reward. Wow. Pint of water is always good. I do that after a night out. Helps 100%. Oh, it's a big game changer. Do you want to know what I did last night? I popped open a tube of sour cream and chive Pringles. And I was lying in bed reading Malazan, Book of the Fallen. And as I was crunching through the Pringles, I was like, wow, I'm going to feel like trash in the morning. And I did. 37-year-old man. Those are my life choices. It felt good to find joy despite the unlivable surface. Yeah, it'd be like that. And the underground living conditions becoming more and more squalid. And the capitalistic greed of companies like Neocorp. My name's Adam Jensen. Corporations bigger than the government. And the police state created by the Sentinels. Ah, the Stasi and their fascist dreams. Guys, one of the best films I've ever seen in my life is a German film called Das Leben der Andersen. Has anybody in chat seen The Lives of Others? It is genuinely a brilliant movie. It is safe. Okay, fantastic. If I was playing, I would make the cat backflip. I don't know how to backflip. Okay. Red Kitty by Claire, are you telling me that I have the ability to do a backflip? Because if I do, come hit me up with your knowledge. You had to study it for English class. Oh, yo, fantastic. That's not a bad one to do. For my film studies class, we had to look at The Truman Show. The first 10 minutes, we had to break down all the shots. And I didn't even appreciate The Truman Show back then. It was years later that I realised it was in my top 10 favourite movies of all time. Okay, well, we got the memory. Okay. Maybe there's something else from down here we want. I know I can go back up in the lift, probably. But other than the memory, there's probably an item? I've got a glass of cocktail drink. Fly tape. Sticky tape. I once was downstairs in the dark and I saw a shadow move in the kitchen. Like somewhere on the floor in the corner of my vision, and I was just like, oh no, please don't let me have mice. Oh god, if you've got mice, they're really difficult to get rid of. And by the way, now, everybody told me this a while ago, don't use sticky traps because they're actually really cruel. So I don't do that anymore. But at the time, I was like, oh, what do I do about mice? I might have mice, but I don't know. So I just Googled up traps. And I bought a really cheap pack of sticky off Amazon. So I put down the sticky traps for next night after next in like all the corners by the walls. And I came downstairs the very next morning. It turns out I didn't have mice. It turns out I wish I had mice. Instead, in the traps were about 100,000 massive fucking spiders in all the traps. And it turns out at night time when I go to bed, the bottom part of my house is spider party town. And they all come out and they all run around and have a party. So there's all these massive spiders with one leg stuck on the trap. And I remember I was just like... like I'd been oblivious for years of living in this house. I was oblivious to spider parties after dark. It all became clear. Okay, well I got a memory and I got a cocktail glass. What's next? I want to get to the VIP. I had several complaints, and no, we can't disable the holo dancers because some idiot thought it was funny to steal the lever. Do you want a drink? Do you want a drink? Careful with that, it's strong. Ooh, let's get someone robo-drunk. But not in a roofie kind of way. You know, just in a we're all drinking and having fun kind of way. Oh, is that a grimace or a smile? I can't tell. Okay, what do you want to bet that these two have a name which is a Daft Punk reference? We already had a reference to Skyrim with the guy who took a screwdriver in the knee. DJ Matsy. Hello everybody, I'm DJ Matsy here. Let's get the party started. This first song has been requested by our questionable friend, Blazer. I want all your processors boosted to the max. Okay, no reference. I love that. Look at that dragon suit. Oh, he's going for it. That's me on the dance floor. I think I'm amazing when I'm drunk. Wait, the robots are drinking? Yeah, I was preempting a Daft Punk reference, but I didn't see it. I don't dislike spiders, but thousands? Okay, thousands is a lot of talk. I'm gonna wind my neck in. On every trap, there are at least 2 or 3 spiders. Not thousands. When I put down 3 traps, it was a pack of 3. And in my eyes, that's thousands. Especially when you're coming down first thing in the morning. You haven't even had your first coffee yet. When I tell the story, it's thousands of spiders, okay? Don't, if I tell this story again and I say thousands, you have to keep quiet. Come on now. I'm painting a picture here. Give it to the left, give it to the right. Beep, boop, sweep, swoop. It's called the Zegma dance. Zegma balls. You like my mask? I made it myself. Yo. That's the kind of person who would do very, very well clubbing in Ibiza. If you go to like zoo party in the daytime where they've got the club in the abandoned zoo with all like the weird aesthetic shit going on, you want to fully dress up. You don't just want to turn up with a bit of face paint. You want to go for it. It jams for Sentinel scans and it looks cool. Oh heck, awesome. Maybe I want a mask. Hey. Yo, I like it. Are you enjoying yourself? I am. Do you want a drink? Oh, don't drink that. It's not good for you. Aww. Okay, I can't get through these doors. I can go downstairs. I'll just make sure I've talked to everyone, shall I? Oh, he's gone. Where's he going? Oh, it's part of this couple that talk to each other. Right. Do I give my drink to the DJs? Okay, not these guys. Shh. Oh, he's static. He's on drugs. Nothing to him. Nothing to him, cool dude. Oh, he's got the stick! This club sucks. When I tried to go into the VIP room, they kicked me out. Can you believe it? He's still holding it. I stole the lever just for kicks. If you get me a drink, I'll give you this lever. I don't need it, and I don't want to be caught with it. How convenient. Oh, thanks. Here you go. Alright, guys. Good work. Where does one stick a lever? Oh, is it back downstairs? But the VIP is upstairs, no? Then I saw her face, bap, 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 bap. I'm a believer. Oh, here's one. Oh, sorry. Oh. Ooh. I get to do something here briefly. But what? Let's go. Okay, I'm missing something to vibe that in particular. Maybe I just need my own music. Oh, got it. Here we are. Sorry, guys. What a party crasher. I like to mix things up. There's a lot of hot robots in my area, RKC. I don't think there's mods awake at the moment. Can I get permission for the drawing? Oh, Snowrip, I'm so sorry to leave you hanging. Yeah, let me sort you. Yeah, it's late night on a Sunday. Everyone's got lives. Nab me. Cheeky permit for you, bruv? I'll do both of them this time. I probably still need some music or something. Oh, is that one on a table? Yo, let's go. What a game. What a game, what a game, what a good game. I love this game. I'm gonna play some music. Oh, yo, this is good. Now what do I do? How does this help me get... Wait a minute. Oh, I hop up. Oh, let's go. What a game. I love that little mechanic. We need to play more puzzle games. I'll happily play some older ones as well. Rachel Zander was saying that we need to play some of the Nancy Drew stuff. I'm not sure if that's as engaging for what I want. I think you have to be quite smart for that. But like, I've always wanted to play Day of the Tentacle. I remember my friend had it, but I was too young to be able to be good at shit like that. But I've always been curious about it. Now to set off the bombs. Yes. No. Oh. Ah, I'm building a pathway to go up on the other side. Yo, 2 down, 1 up. That's the way I like to... Anyway. Good work. Cool. Let's just wait for him to vibe this. Wait for our elevator to arrive. Portal 2 is a great... Oh, God. Beef and Snow Rip. Thank you very much. Portal 2 has been recommended to me. No, both of the Portal games. Apparently they are both, for what they set out to be, apparently they're both brilliant. Like, there's nothing to improve. They're just excellent titles. Oh, wait a minute. This doesn't go where I want to go. Oh, do I have to... Oh, I guess because that one was just the example, right? Maybe I do have to do everything from over here. Let's go back up and have a look. Yeah. Absolutely, I'm going to put them on my list. Good shout, guys. I listened to Star Wars Darth Plagueis and it was pretty good. Had sound effects and stuff. Wait, is that a game? Snow Rip, let's have a look. Oh, Snow Rip. Wow, she's really filling everything out. There's a lot of squish and skin dentation going on here. Bloody hell. Is that like vaguely Ranny inspired? No, I like it. I just joined the Patreon. Thanks for all the content. Raider X. Raider X, thank you very much, dude. I'm not sure what tier you're on, but you can now get into, with any luck, that is, you should be able to get into my subs-only Discord if you're on $2 or up. It's the equivalent of being like a sub here, but Discord partners have access as well. So you can download my recent artwork immediately, you can download the tutorials immediately, or you can wait for me to send out the rewards packs, which I'm currently working on. I'm a little bit behind on the packs, but we're getting there. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate the kind words. Welcome on in. Right, in that case, let's vibe. Oh, is that robot Abraham Lincoln? Hey. I have a very good relationship with the Sentinels. I don't understand why people complain about him. Oh, he's a Sentinel apologist. I don't think I want that. Alright. Yo, where did my boy go? We were talking about audiobooks and some other cast. Oh, wait. Okay, let me read that again a sec. Clementine? Have you ever played Half-Life? No, I haven't. Is that worth it? No, I don't want to play Half-Life because it's an uncompleted trilogy, right? And everybody who's played Half-Life is angry that Half-Life 3 never existed. I listened to Star Wars Darth Plagueis, the audiobook. Right, there is a Dune audiobook with the Scott Brick cast, I think, which has sound effects. And my #1 audiobook reader has got to be Simon Vance. Have you guys ever heard Simon Vance read audiobooks? He has such like a proper accent. It's lovely on the ears. Yeah, Notorious understands. We be knocking. Mate, we be knocking on shit like they be doors. You know what I'm saying? Abraham Lincoln. Oh, is that from, what's, oh no, Adolf Linkler I'm thinking of. From, oh, geez, Rick, I don't know. Rick and Morty, there we go. Oh, no. Two birds of one stone. You're not as clever as you look, little cat. Anyway, nothing personal. Business is business. Do you know who this guy is? No, this guy.
Hello there.
two birds with one stone. You're not as clever as you look, little cat. Nothing personal. Business is business. Do you want to know why I gave you all of that information? My God. Business is money. And I value money way more than friendship and camaraderie. The Don. They're all yours. No! Where did they come from? Am I dead? Alcatraz! I'm in cat prison! I'm in cat prison! It's all gone downhill, my friends. I'm in Purgatorium. Medovinovich, well done. No Rani this time. I drew her another time. This character's part of my TTRPGs. Woods Witch brewing potions. Nice. Hippie Edge. Yo, I like it. Beefy, how are you? I need to get out of prison. Come on, let's go. Yo, so they captured me and put me in a cage just down here? Oh, it's horrible around here. Jail. Another chapter, my delicious friends. Let's go. Okay, eyes open. Oh, it's horrible here. I hate it. Oh, is he being tortured? Oh, that's horrible. Oh, that's really harsh. Oh, God, can we help him? What kind of nightmare is this? Hello? Where's that light coming from? Oh, that dude. Oh shit! Oh shit! Uh-oh, I think I'm about to get shot. Oh! Oh no! I'm just hiding under a bed. Play it cool, play it cool. Oh, that was tight. Got too ballsy again. I think this guy's dead. Maybe I won't meow so much. That was a bit close. Maybe he's a robot sex offender. Yeah, but does that mean it's okay to connect him to a... Bro, this guy's glitching out a bit. Does that mean it's okay to connect him to electro torture? Oh wow, this music's getting funky. Another dead robot body. Robo parts. Looks like they don't let you out once they put you in. Yo, look at that guy's going nuts. He's real sideways glitchy boy, that dude. I think I messed with his vibe too much when I hid under the bed. Anyway, now we're precisely where I want to be. Maybe. Ah! No, no, no! I meant to climb up to the railing. I was going for the rail. I wanted to hoppity skippity up. I don't know if I'm screwing up or if this area is just a tiny bit glitchy. Let's try this again, shall we? No! With the meowing, you gotta stop that, son. Please don't come any further. Okay. Now let's try it. Oh, he's nowhere near. Hello? I'll wait till he's closer. Where are the police when you need them? Oh my god. Let's not start down this road. Oh, Jesus. You can't compute how you got away. Hey, San, thank you very much for lurking along, dude. I hope you've had a bloody good evening. Happy weekend. It's time to start a brand new week, my friends, but don't worry. It's going to be over sooner than you think. And then we'll all be dead. Okay, so I don't need to meow for his attention. In the box. Turns out this is right after all. Oh. Hey, man. Where's my robo friend? Oh, the key. A shiny golden wire of hope. I love that I can't understand them again, because I'm a cat, without the robot to help translate. Ooh. It's a little bit overgrown over, isn't it? Oh. Oh, wow, there's a massive prison complex. And I guess this used to be for humans way back in the day until the robots just learned to emulate the memories of society. So I said this in an earlier Let's Play episode, but my guess, unless it's true that the robots are simply emulating the memories of their masters, my guess is that humans downloaded themselves into the robots, but once the robots came online, they lost their memories, and they assumed that they're just robots as a result, with those stasis pods. But their innate humanness is leaking through, and they're reassembling back into their human lifestyles, which is why they're all so friendly and stuff and interesting. So they still think they're robots mimicking humans, where really they're human psyches subconsciously remembering previous actions, or something along those lines. That's my Mikey guess. I'd love a key. That, or they're just robots. Sometimes a robot is just a robot. But although this game is much more lovely to look at, instead of being freaky and scary, this game so far is kind of reflective of Soma. Yo, let me go help out bro. Hey dude, I got you. Yo. Okay, we're gonna have to do some sneaking around together. Just having a quick look in here. Where are we going, man? Can you open it? He can. Alright, eyes open. Oh, wow. What is this area? Hey, dude. Just want to see if he pays me any attention. Oh, we're going to go down there, are we? Well then, let's have a quick look over here instead. What do we have? Items, stuff. Laser grid ground level. Wait, now what are you doing? Oh. Oh, no good. It's time for me to, take charge of a situation. Let us pause for a moment and think. Oh, he's in Robo Jail. I thought that was a giant promotional poster of robots. This game is gorgeous. There's no reason for them to have programmed gentleness towards little animals. I know, but they inherently remember. Even though they don't necessarily recognize what I am, they inherently remember the act of kindness between each other. And they seem happy to spread that act towards unidentified creatures as long as they're not Zurks. It's so sweet. I'm not even waiting for him now. Oh, I have to go slowly till he catches up. Okay. He's got a little heart tattoo. It's half filled in like a Zelda life. Nice reference. Yo, I need to get the soundtrack for this. It's so ambient when it's actually doing something. And it's just enough to have like the right kind of inquisitive energy to it. Look at these laser beams. These laser beams are designed specifically for a cat-sized creature. Any other robot or creature could step over that. In a universe where people don't know about cats and only walking robots, these are suspiciously low-down laser beams. I'm feeling targeted here. That's hostile architecture, that is. Alright, eyes open. Seems a bit unnecessary. Who developed this? Oh shit. In a box, in a box. Probably not good. Oh! Oh, thank God. I thought if they see you when you jump into the box that they will know you're there. But it turns out they don't have object permanence. Perfect. They don't have object permanence. Come on. Anyone? No, just me playing this game on my own in the middle of the night. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just me. Just me. Permanence, mate. Fuck. Alright. Now what? He scans over there, and then he scans over here. I will wait. Careful, Giddy. Oh, hello. I freed him. Oh, he's beautiful. B12. My little biscuit. I'm coming for you, boy. In this game, the robot is the pet. And the cat is hope. Okay, I'm going to run up on that platform. I'm just going to jump him and snatch him, even if they spy my vibe. Oh, is he doing a circular sandy? Let's go! Ooh. Ah, it's getting a bit tight. La la la. Ooh la la. La 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 la. Ah! La 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 la. Box, box, box. Perfect. They don't even know they're born. Look at them. Don't even know they're born. Fucking idiots they are. Okay, I got my boy back. My boy! Oh, shit. I might have fucked up. I might have effed up. Please don't come any closer than round this corner. Jesus! Ah, in the box, in the box, in the box. Thank God for the box. Okay. So wait, where am I supposed to be going? The important part is I have my robot friend. This is going very well. Boo! Get out of that joke, Beefy. You love it. Come on. This is what you're here for. This is why you keep me on another tab. It wasn't towards Snow, it was towards you. Hey, how you doing, Snow? Cat got your tongues. Ah! Alright, eyes open. I'm actually now a little unsure of where I'm supposed to go. I've turned off the laser beams. I'm assuming so I need to go back the way I came. But this time without them spying me. Oh no, wait, it's through there. I want to continue going that way, I've just realised. Okay, I want to go through... Please don't kill me. I'm so glad this game is basically on easy mode. This game isn't about giving yourself a nightmare about how difficult it is. It really is just, you know, come and go. Run if you want to run. Get seen if you don't mind getting seen. No biggie. Okay, for realsies though, I'm totally lost. How did I get into this area? And how do I live? Live without you. Does anyone know if I'm going the right or wrong way? Mikey, I want to support you on Patreon, and it says the subscription renews automatically on the 1st of August. Does it mean that they will take the money now and in 1 week again? It does, Akuma. What happens? So if this isn't for you, don't worry about it, because I'm gonna change it soon, a little bit, how that operates. But basically, it used to be that Patreon was a really flawed system, where somebody could subscribe, get all the rewards, but then actually unsubscribe and not pay, and loads of people complained. So they added in an advance payment. So if you joined today, then this month's rewards wouldn't come to you until the beginning of next month. But by then, you might have already paid in August, and you get August rewards at the very beginning of September. So it keeps rolling over. So what that means is that if you joined and then, say, joined this month and then paid in August as well, and then stopped, you won't get obviously charged in September, but you still receive a pack in September because you paid for that pack in August. So it's staggered back. However, that is not very clear, and I've had a lot of people asking me exactly how it works. So when I wrap up a couple pieces and finish my catch-up on Patreon, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a full sample pack in there with Devil Chan and all the Devil Chan character sheet stuff we've been working on. So that if somebody joins Patreon, instantly, because one of the main questions of people just saying, where's my rewards? Because I write on there how it works. But, you know, a lot of people don't naturally read it, which is fine. That's just human nature. So I'm going to set it up so that, like, there's immediately in a pack. And that pack's going to say, hello, this is not your rewards pack, but this is what a rewards pack is like. So that you have something straight away to enjoy. But, hello, it happens next month. You get it started next month. Oh, Nagi, how you doing, you lovely thing? How's the cat life going? Aggie, I think we're coming towards the end. I'm about to break out of jail. I'm a regular Clint Eastwood. Thanks for noticing. How you doing, Nagy, you lovely thing? So, Nagy, you short-haired again? I wish you told me. I would have edited your picture. Okay, one sec. Lovely to see you. How you doing this fine evening? Sounds convoluted. Yeah, so basically it's just a case of you pay for the month you join, but you don't get your rewards sent to you until the beginning of the next month. Because basically I have to log everybody who's joined that month because it gets sent out as a message. So I can't send them rewards like halfway through. And I can't change when Patreon charges you. It charges you at the very start of the month. So I have to wait for that month to finish so I know the entire list of people to send a pack to. But then Patreon's already trying to charge them for the next month. So that's why whenever you quit my Patreon, whenever you stop, because a lot of people just want to get the tutorials work pack. And you can download that in one go. So that's what it's for. But it means that whenever they stop, they still receive another message from me the month afterwards with another set of rewards because they've paid for it. But yeah, it's not super clear. So that's why I need to revamp it a bit, and that's why we're working on Devil Chan in particular to be the Patreon character. I'll add them in again in the future. Oh, whatever works for you now, yeah, I don't mind. It's your delicious body. I mean that in a female empowerment, personal agency way, not in a pervy way, and a pervy way. But I meant that in terms of personal agency. You do you. Oh my god. Let's move on. This is worse when I was talking to Kayla. Jesus, let's go. Wait, where am I going? Where am I going? That's the question. I am a bit lost. I've repeatedly to and froed. Do I have to meow in the box? That usually helps. Oh, I can't because I've got the robot in my mouth. Oh, this is new. Ah, this is it. Okay, this is it. Sorry. I must have just completely run past this. Okay, good job. Medovinovich, thank you. British manga car, how you doing, by the way? Good evening. Hey, he's back. Hey, man. Yay. It felt like I was trapped in my lab's computer system again, all alone. But you came back for me. I can't believe it. Mate, bros before hoes. You're a good friend. I'm so glad we're all together again, but it's not safe yet. We need to find a way out of here. Can you open that door? Yo, let's go. Mate, I feel like Steve McQueen. Oh, it's a glass. What are you saying, bruv? What about this pile of bricks I can look at? Yeah, smash the system, do it. That glass has got wire inside of it. I don't know if that's going to work. Go on, mate. Back him. Ooh, that was really loud. Hey! I like this. Let's go. Robo people in Robo people suits. Oh my god. They're all Shinra employees. What now, friend? Those sentinels are blocking the way. They're going to spot me instantly. Maybe you can try to bait them into the cells and lock them in. Yo, get baity. I just pressed I just squeezed the L button to try to crouch as if this was Elden Ring. Oh, there's a robo dude. Hey man, you okay? Do you see that guy on the ground over there? He was rebooted. I don't want to lose my memory. I'm so scared. Oh my god. That's like the robot equivalent of aggressive frontal lobe surgery. Kinda dark, this game. Well, I can't get in these barrels. They're just for looking around. Hello? This recovery center has done me the greatest good. My mind is clear. Now that I've had the medicine.
Wait, one sec. One sec.
He's been rebooted and now he thinks he likes it. This is what this guy's like. Oh, yes. This recovery center has done me the world of the greatest good. My mind is clear and lucid. Ever since they gave me the medicine, I used to think that it was a bad thing to live under a fascist empire. But with all that medicine, it turns out I don't mind. I like our evil overlords now. I am an exemplary citizen. They know what's best for me, the government. Thank you for the medicine. I hardly think at all anymore. Those robo-drones are here for my protection. To protect me from dangerous thoughts. In we go. Into my government-appointed jail cell. It's good in here. Ah, there you go. Let's have a rest. Why don't you come and take some of the medicine? We should all be on it. I'd recommend a large dose, so that we can finally all get in line. Yeah. Hello, Robo-Man. You're so pretty. This poor fellow. It seems the Sentinels were helping him a lot when it came to him making silly life decisions. If only he wasn't an aggravator. They've completely helped him with their medicine. No more emotions, no more self-awareness, no more memories. It sounds so lovely. I can't believe we tried to run away. Yes, let's medicate. Yeah. Come along now. Hello, Robo friend. Don't get me in trouble. I've only got 758 years left, and then I'm free again. Why, that's 758 years of pleasure. Here in our sanctioned, robot fascist appointed dream environment. I should be so lucky. Ooh, let's open this door. Yeah. There's 2 sets of doors here. Wait a minute, what do I do? I'm gonna get them to come in. And then shut the door on the way out. Almost. I've got to make them both come after me. Easily done. Meow, meow, meow. Please don't kill me with your laser beams. Ooh. Shut the door, shut the door, shut the door. Shut the door, shut the door, shut the door. There we go. No harm done. Proceeds to look at time for me to go back into my prison cell. They don't even need guards here in this prison. Once we're all on our medicine, we know that we're supposed to keep put. I'm so much happier now. Why are you trying to run away? We're where we're supposed to be. No more suffering, no more fear, no more pain, and no more memories. They know best. Right, I better take these off now. I've actually got a massive blind spot in the video game. Ah, I've got sticky residue on my glasses. Careful. Family stream. Fortunately, I've got some baby wipes. I think I like doing that too much. Okay, but we're going to take a little time out whilst I just clear the gunk of these shades. Oh man, it's really on there. Okay, done it. We're almost too good at that voice. It feels right to me. Maybe I do want our robot overlords to take over. Maybe I'm glad that Amazon has put in a bid to take over part of the Medicare system. Maybe I don't think that's a dystopian nightmare in the making. Now Amazon can offer its own medical benefits to its own staff and its own hospitals if they get hurt or ill in an accident. But imagine if you're a staff member at Amazon with a low credit rating. What if you don't get the same level of care? How's your social credit score? You know, the usual. I think we kind of know. Oh yeah, sorry guys. Sorry, I did that for a little bit too long. You're super patient. Yo guys, we're about to wrap up this game. Stay alert, we're not in a clear yet. I might have to go for another wee in a sec. He's kind of taking his time. Oh, am I supposed to help him? There's a lovely lever there. Ah. Ah, clever kitty. Another courtyard. Oh, there's a tuk-tuk. We must be near the exit in that case. Heyo. Take a sip. This is the way out. We can open it from the control room over there. We have to find a way to get to the access for that room, though. We haven't seen a single robot guard, have you noticed? They're all those flying little drones. But I guess they do fire evil darts or something. Ooh. We're in luck. They left the keys. Hop into the back. You should be able to jump over the fence. I love all these cute little moments. We're just moving a thing to do a thing for a puzzle. But it's also lovely. Ah, yes. Evil darts. Yes. Mikey, I just did like 4 videos in a row for today's study. Big focus on hips and squats and spread legs. Hey, spirit. This is all leading up to something, by the way. There's method to my madness. We've been covering squish, thighs, squats, legs, and full body proportions. Next up, we'll be doing a different type of squish. And then we'll be doing a different type of drawing that brings it all together. Hey, nice work, Tuk Tuk Boy. Now... I, cat person. Telephones. Water damage. Vendos. I'm so close to the outside world. Yo! Here we are. Let's go! Those alarms aren't positive. Ooh, there's robo drones. Please don't kill your boy. Yo, wait, let's get out of here. Ooh, quick. Oh, no! It looks like I have to do something different, more clever. Or maybe I wasn't fast enough and I have to jump on the back of that tuk-tuk before it goes. Is there a quicker way up and over? Go. Tuk. Is there a faster way out that door? Okay, let's just try that again. It's like the other door. Do you remember when we had to go through a door that was on a timer? And it was a case of you either had the perfect line or you didn't? Go. Oh, we made it. Yo, get wrecked. Stick it to the man. Yo, this is awesome. We made it. Nice work, Clementine. No, come with me, Clementine. There's no way we'll all make it with the sentinels on our tail. I can distract them for a little while, but you have to go. Oh, Clementine. The Outsider's Manifesto says we must go outside at any cost. I wrote that. Oh, you're one of us now. It's not that everyone has to get to the outside, but one of us has to. Clementine believes in the cause more than Clementine believes in their own needs. It's bigger than all of us. We're all gonna sacrifice ourselves for a dream of spring. Take the subway key. Go now. I'll keep you in my ram, little outsider. Oh, it's so sad. Ooh. I'll put the radio on, that'll help. Yo, back downtown. Oh, man. Yo, Spirit, have a bloody good one. Thank you very much for vibing. You gotta stay behind the bots. No, you're good. Yeah, we got there. Well, I think this is it. Sweet goodbye, my friends. Clementine, they believe in the cause. And they're willing to do what needs to be done. Oh, do I stick the key? Do I not stick the key in that big key slot looking thing? Is there a control operations room? Or is this key for a door? Wait, who was I supposed to give that giant battery to? I thought Clementine wanted that big battery. Am I confused? Let's pop down here. Yo. Yo, of course! Oh my goodness, I completely forgot. This is where we came in. Yes, this is the very first thing we looked at ages ago in the last Let's Play. Yo, MML007, how you doing, man? Massive Mario Luigi. We are doing everything. We've achieved so much this evening. How are you? This game is really nice. It's just really nice. Right, let's go, my friends. Bibbidi boopty. We've done it. I wish I could bring the others with me, though. I feel really sad that nobody else has been able to kind of like achieve this but me, the cat. I will live on in their memory. The control room. Oh, it's kind of creepy. All stop at Stansted Station. All stop. Please mind the gap. Oh, it's nice here. Enjoy the world's safest city. Walled City 99. It's clean. The vending machines are stocked. It's not a dystopia here. I'm gonna go for a wee. I'll be right back. Wow. One sec, guys. Okay, and we are back. You're not going to be able to tell in the VOD, but I've just had a nightmare cleanup scenario. I'm not going to talk about it. It was disgusting. Let's just say I have bleached my entire kitchen and everybody in chat has been very patient. So where were we? Talk about clean. We are in the Perfect Dream Walled City 99. Hello. Hello, how may I help you? Please head to the leisure area if you would like to purchase or consume goods. Have a nice day. Oh my god, guys, do you reckon there might still be humans in this area? And all of these robots have remained just automatons? They haven't evolved because they haven't had a void of lack of humans with which to naturally fill themselves? Are we in the last remaining bastion? Enjoy the world's safest city. Why is it so safe? I'm scared. Give them 2 days to get to. Look at this. It's so fresh and clean. Almost suspiciously so. Let's turn that ambience up a little bit. They don't even respond to my meows. Greetings, inhabitant of Walled City 99. Oh my god, what's happened here? Hello? I'm currently painting this area. Please be careful of the wet paint. Have a nice day. They're just helpers. They don't even have names. Oh my god! Every level is so strange! The lowest level that we found, guys, the slums, the hardest living level where they have to live amongst the Zurks and the trash. They were the nicest, most evolved sentient robots. Then we found super chill robots in the tree area amongst the sewers, who created their own artistic community and had learnt to express themselves. But then we came up to the mid-level, where there was still an operational city area, and life there was harder and more fascist and under tight government control with imprisoned robots. And now we come up to the top level, and it's automatons. The city is sealed. No personality, no evolution of the self. A pure and perfect, clean environment has no space for individual growth and individual freedoms. No one was ever able to evolve. Greetings, inhabitant of Walled City 99. This door leading to the surface is currently locked due to the confinement procedure. Please refer to any certified engineer inside the control room if you have any requests. Oh. Hands up in chat, who's certified? I've got to clean my house today once the sun rises proper. I'm going to look after my ex's dog for a day. And it's not fun for a small dash hound if everything's dirt and dust. Oh, that's really kind of you, Snowrip. That's a good thing to think about. I was lazy on cleaning during the weekend, so I've got to rush it tomorrow. Yeah, I've been like that. Once had a guy install a pipe in my garden. This is before I'd cleared the nightmare that was the jungle. And I had 2 weeks to just cut down a couple trees at the back, just a couple, so he had access. And he was coming at 9 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. I left it all the way until I set my alarm for 7 o'clock in the morning that Saturday. And I got up at 7 and I just looked and felt like shit, and I was just sawing these little trees and cutting these bushes back. And he turned up at 9 and he just saw me like, I looked like trash. I was clearly like almost in tears because I was so tired because I had like 4 hours sleep. And he's like caught me like chopping the scrub, and he just had this massive smile on his face because he knew I'd left it to the first thing in the morning. And he was like, oh, don't worry, Michael, that's more than enough space. And I was just like, oh, okay, good. Just knock on the door if you need anything. I'm going back to bed. He was a really chill dude though. Hello, how may I help you? If you want to ensure that I never do something, give me plenty of breathing room on a deadline.
You must be a Fremen.
Yo, my delicious friends, we have received a lovely late night raid from the delicious Lizzie. The lizards are here to lounge. Yo, hello there guys. Welcome to our Zen Escape from Escape. We are in the top zone of Stray. Spoiler alert for Stray. We are in the end times of the game. We're coming right up to the end, so I don't want to ruin it for anybody. So I won't look around or do anything for a moment, just in case you guys are Stray fans. Just so I can say hello to you guys. Lizard the Tree Wizard, thank you very much for that raid. You lovely people, thank you for joining me. My name is Mikey. I do drawing streams and video game streams, a little bit of Lego, a little bit of this and that. Whatever takes our fancy. I'm a YouTuber, but hopefully not one of those arsehole ones. I just do drawing tutorials. Thank you for popping over, Lizard. I'm gonna raid and run. I pushed a little too hard and I'm feeling nauseous. It happens. Lizard, next time I'm in your stream, or vice versa, Remind me to tell you what I've just been through. You think you're nauseous now? It's a good thing you're not hanging around, because I've just been through an experience. Rest, get some food, look after yourself. Thank you very much for popping in. And go. Don't linger. Go, go, go. Being nauseous is horrible. I get it. I get it. Go, go, go. Look after yourself. Thank you very much for the raid. So guys, again, thank you very much for popping in. I hope you guys have had a lovely time over at Lizards. Was she doing anything? Was she video gaming Terraria? Painting her miniature, Angel? Doing some puzzles? Yeah, right back at you, mate. Oh, nice. You did some jigsaw and some Scrabble with your community. Hey, that sounds like a nice chill evening. That sounds like a nice zen experience. I like it. Sounds like I missed a lot. I just got back from a nap. Yeah, I'm not going to tell that story again. I will tell you guys again tomorrow, King Willie. Don't worry about it. Oh, you finished Phasmophobia. Solid. I hope you had a good time with that. Oh, Jem, hey, thank you very much for the, Jem, how you doing? Jem, did you hear my story, or did you just get here? I heard it all. I heard everything. Yo, so anyway, guys, look, much love to anybody who's just popped into the stream from Lizards, but if you are considering playing Stray, that really popular cat game, I'm pretty sure we're about to complete it, so... Massive spoiler alert. I appreciate if you've all got a vibe off, but it's lovely to see you. Okay, that's your warning. Now. Ooh. Oh, look at that view. So this is fascinating because so up here is the top level of Walled City 99. And the people up here can see that there's the mid-level down there, an entire city in the middle, and then beyond it the prison. And the people in the mid-level can see that the rest of the larger city has fallen into basically being slums. And that zone over there where it's red is all the Zurks and the goo and the disgustingness. And somewhere below all of this are the sewers, where people are living in peace amongst the trees. But the people in the slums have no idea about the mid-town. And I don't know if the people in Midtown have any idea about the upper level. Has anybody seen I think it's an Italian movie called The Platform? El Platformo. About, basically it's a scathing report on trickle-down economics in the form of a weird sci-fi movie in prison. Yo, look at it. Fascinating. Ozito, how you doing, dude? Welcome on in. Nice to see you, dude. I'm vibing along. I'm playing Persona 5 Royale whilst I'm at it. 69 hours deep. Oh my god, Snowrip. I might have said this to you before, but I've got Persona 5. I bought it. And now it's completely defunct because they released a Royale version. So now I get to buy it again. Thanks, Japanese video game practices. Japanese video games and Japanese, a lot of animations, they will release it at the deadline. And it's not uncommon for the developers to continue to work on it and then release their full, complete copy later. Like, they released Final Fantasy Advent Children and then they re-released it again, like, I don't know, 6 months later, with increased graphics and updated stuff and more scenes. And they did it with the Appleseed remake as well, I think. I remember 2 copies. Yo, it's a follow bot. Control room is closed by some sort of security protocol. Only humans are authorized to enter. I'm not considered human. It's kind of offensive. Well, you're physically not anymore. You're not a human. You don't even have any biological component left. You're just a scan of your own brain and memories. So that makes you a transhuman. You are the example of transhumanism. Maybe if we work together. Yeah, okay. You, me, and Followbot will find a way together. I love you, Followbot. I love you too, Mikey. Come over here. Alright. Come a little bit closer. Ah, there we go. Hello, Mikey in chat. How's the game so far? Big Black Whale. Hey, yeah. Spoiler alert, dude. We're right at the end. But overall, I've loved it. For everything everything it sets out to do, it does really, really well. Even the worst of it is beautiful or very nice to look at. Actually, it's a bit gooey at parts. But the design, the atmosphere, the vibe is brilliant. My only comment is for a lot of the time it leaves you with no music at all. When there is music, it's really appropriate and perfectly atmospheric without being intrusive. And it's very lo-fi beaty. But there's a lot of times where there's no music at all, and I feel the absence. Iron Knight. Iron Knight. In the big picture of life, I can't complain. I'm still a bit behind. Oh, it's a moth. And I've got a lot of work to do, but I'm looking forward to all the work that I have to get done because I like what I do. So I can't moan like that. In the short term, this evening, I've actually been through a nightmare cleanup scenario. Let's just say I've bleached my entire kitchen, but I don't want to talk about it. Persona 5 took me about 100 hours. Jesus Christ. Oh, I still can't interact. Okay. Will this robot open the toilet doors for me? Am I just not activating this correctly? Maybe I'm not. Maybe I need to do something else first. Oh! Ah. Yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Luna, it's weird, but it's interesting. El Platformo. Yeah. No, King Willie, are you talking about Harry Potter? No, this is where a platform goes down through prison cells with food. And everyone gets a turn at eating. It's really... It's quite on the nose, do you know what I mean? It's quite a clear metaphor. Massive spoiler alert, Ghost Watchers is going to be released soon. Ghost Watchers? Oh. I don't know that one. I heard the tail end of something to do with bin maggots and silently wept. I hope you're okay. Gem, I'm feeling better already. I'm going to have nightmares, I'm pretty sure, though. Okay, I think I've got to do that more quickly. I was kind of half paying attention. Go, go, go. Do cat stuff. Go on. Quick. Cat things. Okay, so I could reach up, but I couldn't achieve anything. Let's see what else there is to I want to mess with the wires, or I want to rewire it, or convince it that I'm a human. Do I want to get little robot dude to come back quicker, maybe? Let's try this one more time. Inspect. Go up here. Triangle. Oh! Sorry, I was probably pressing triangle too much, so it was going in and coming out. I didn't realise. Don't sound so disgusted about my JRPG length. I prefer to pick up only a few games which take me a really long time. Snowrip, I used to be like that, because I'm a big Final Fantasy guy. I love JRPGs in general, although I've not played that many outside of Final Fantasy. But I think it's because we started playing Soulsborne games recently, and I've started to realise that some of them are really long. And after Sekiro, I'm only on this planet for so many years, And as much as I love the idea that I get to spend my time playing video games, I'd like it to be more than one video game. Oh, the coffee lounge. This is the control room for the entire city. They controlled everything from here, and it's empty. I remember hating them so much. They had everything. Clean space, limitless power, freedom to move. Little good it did them. Oh, these were the haves versus the have-nots. The plague! I remember now. Everyone was dying and they thought that they were above it all. They did nothing to help us. Oh, Jesus. I watched my family die and I felt helpless. I couldn't do anything to save them. But I can still help you. We can still go outside together. Oh, after everything that all of these resistance people have been up to, the only thing that was important to them is that at least somebody got to experience the outside. And it didn't matter that I'm just a cat. They just wanted somebody to experience the goals that they'd all worked and sacrificed themselves towards achieving. I will carry the memories of humanity and the people I loved. Oh, man. Bloody hell. What's a big TV? What a game. Yo, we started from that crack in the wall over there. We came through the sewer grate. All the way around we've been, all the way through there. Files and reports. Ooh. The big plague. It took the city. It took them all. Hubris. And nobody wanted to give up their position near the top. Look at that plate. Life inside of a drum. Warframe. 2,808 hours. Is Warframe that tactical shooter where you run a team and take turns? Persona 5, about 100 hours. Persona 5 Remake, about 130. Jesus. I don't have that much time. I want to complete an RPG inside of 70 hours, ideally. At the most. Battergast, how you doing, man? A Warframe is Space Ninjas. Wait, what? Wait, what? It's a Space Ninja game made by... Wait. Oh god, of course! I'm so sorry. Yeah, the free-to-play game. I was tempted to give that a go. I saw Dave Greco playing it, because he was going to do some fan art. I'm not sure if he liked the game, though. Or if he pretended to like it to get in their good books. Just for the sake of a bit of growth online. Third-person shooter melee action. Yeah, it's all coming back to me now. Yeah, that kind of time locks you and makes you do a lot of grinding, right? Because it's free to play. I'm kind of interested. I heard that for games which you don't pay for, it's actually really big. This is it, the main computer. Oh my god, there's TV! According to the mainframe, nobody has been here for years. The whole city's been stuck in a lockdown cycle from long ago. But if we disable it, we can leave. We'll need to bring the systems online. These computers hold the data we need. We gotta turn them on. While you do that, I'll look for the password and encrypted keys to get into the system. I will turn on the computers, me, a cat. I'm assuming I'm looking for levers and switches that I can interact with. Hey, what's inside of that room? We'll never know. Is this a puzzle? Oh, maybe I should look at this board. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should we start off with A? Did I change that by walking on it? I don't know if I'm having an effect. Oh, the keyboards. Ah. Ah, got it. I'm literally one of those cats that stands on a piano and doesn't know where the noise is coming from. I was like, what am I doing to make all that happen? Oh yes, I'm literally on the controls. That grindy aspect kind of does it for me, but it's not for everyone. Yeah, I do get sucked into that kind of hard work reward. Like, I do value stuff and get more engagement when I have to work a little bit for it, definitely. It worked, good job. I started to play Warframe when it first got into open beta. Yeah, for 2,000 plus hours, I bet you did, Snow Rip. You were probably playing a game whilst they were just drawing out the concept in the meeting room. I miss Dave Greco's streams. Yeah, but he's pouring his heart and soul into his dream job, isn't he? So you can't blame him. I miss the man as well. He was one of the shining stars of Twitch art. But he's literally working for wait, what they call Blizzard now as one of the lead arts guys. So, you know, I'm sure he burns himself out every day because he wants to give 110%. It worked. Good job, my friend. I found it. I know how to open the city, but something's off here. Wait, maybe there's a way around. There, that's the workstation open. There's several layers of security preventing us from using it. Now we need to do what we do best. I'll hack the machines and you destroy some stuff. I love that. I'm a breaky boy. Alright. Can I break this? Ah, here we go. Nice. I love how the cat mechanic has been woven into being so useful. That's how we scratch on doors, that's how we pull things down, that's how we open stuff, that's how we break wires. Very good day.
Meow, 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 meow.
Yes indeed, Mittens. Yes indeed. Now, any more panels? Ooh, you're right. The system is taking more than I expected. Oh shit. Hey, Gayla. Oh no, we gotta keep him going. You're one of the founders. Yo, Excali Prime Snowrip means you're an old school founder to Warframe. Okay, Snowrip, if I ever give Warframe a go, are you going to give me, like, all the top advice? Dude, that's really fucking cool, man. Ooh, hello. Let's go. Finally, it's all come together. I claw for the greater good. I fight, I kick ass for the Lord. Yo. I'm the top ninja here. I get dismissed so easily. I surpassed most of the founders. Wait, you're both you are both hardcore Warframers. I've been playing the wrong games with you guys. Nice. Yeah, let's go. Warframe. We're gonna do Warframe in winter 2022. How's the cat not getting electrocuted? I've gotta wait, because my buddy here's taking the brunt by the looks of things. Oh no, he's gonna sacrifice his life and only I, the cat, will make it, and there'll be no memory of humanity at all. But maybe in our hubris it's what we deserve. Who says that our legacy should live on if we treat each other so badly? Maybe a robot world is a kinder place.
Don't worry, I can recharge once we open the workstation. I'll be okay. I can see. I can see perfectly. Take me with you.
Oh, buddy, don't die.
I think I'm done for. It's okay. I'll be right. Just carry me to the workstation. We'll disable the alarm.
Oh, little buddy.
That's it. We're safe.
Oh no. Listen, I have something to tell you. I knew the power required to disable the city's central control system would be immense. Oh no, he had sacrificed himself! More than this drone body could handle. But with the security disabled, I can take control of the system and open the city. Overriding it could just... The very last memory of the very last human will sacrifice their life for the sake of the robots. Oh my god! But I made that choice when I hooked into the first computer, and the consequences that it could bring.
I'm sorry, we won't see the outside world together. I thought I needed to carry on the memories of humanity. to hold on to the past. But I see a future in the companions. And in you. Yeah. Let me take that off you now. You're such a good kitty. You were my friend. The very best I could have asked for. Thank you. Oh no!
my god, we did it. It's just curled up. Once again, we're just a cat. Just a cat. And something that was once a robot. Oh, curled up next to him. Oh, you can go back to sleep next to the body. Oh, it's so sad. That little self-sacrifice bit came out of nowhere, but it still really got to me. Oh, wow. I wonder why my PS5 keeps lagging. It's got the entire city rendered. Oh, my little robo dude. Bathed in sunlight. Now maybe everybody can see the world around them. The last memory of a human. I mean, what is legacy, right? Like, what is the value of legacy if it's only memory? It's for robots now. They're kind to each other. They're nice. They deserve sunshine. They remember that humans once existed to some degree. And this little robo guy realized that although he had the memories of being human and alive, that in a world without humanity, did it even matter? If instead he could sacrifice himself to do some good for something which has nothing to do with him, not his bloodline, not his family, not even his species. But to choose to take an act like that? I guess those doors are unlocked. Yo. Wow. What did that mean? What did that mean? What did that
happened? Was he back in the network? Did his little robot brain survive inside the wires? Bloody hell. Oh, I was kind of hoping I'd catch up with my cat friends from the beginning. Oh, well, that's Stray, everybody. Yo, let's ever so slightly turn down the in-game music, because whenever you play a video game, it's the unlicensed random song that they got produced by a different team that plays over the end credits that always gets you a copyright strike. I sure hope that cat found his family. Yes, so do I. We can only guess what happens to the cat from there on, but what we do know is that the rest of its journey is going to happen in sunlight. We don't even know what happened to the outside world. We just know that it was probably livable based on all the flowers and cats. Excellent stream. Guten Nacht. Tofu the Dragon. Thank you very much for vibing along. Yo, dankeschön, dude. I wasn't the only one thinking that. You know what? It's closed off. If it ever rained, that place would flood and all the robots in the city would die. Oh. Now it's doomed. No, they had drainage channels, remember? The whole point is that they had drainage because that's where we fell in the first place. We came in through the sluice. Yeah, I really hope the kitty finds the cloud. Hey, game related. How you doing, man? Yeah, we've just completed Stray. It was really something. Beautiful game. Time for you to get 2 cats. You're fucking right it is. I want 2 cats and a little a little robot that tells me everything's okay and that it's still alive. I want a little robot to tell me that it's happy. This little guy's gonna have the craziest story to tell the other kitty friends. Happy to Mayor, yeah, man. Hi, Knight. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Mez, thanks for vibing. Now what? Are you planning to do anything else tonight? Oh, I'm going to have a deep, long think about what it is to have a sense of legacy and what the future holds for humanity. And then I'm going to have a little weep. And then I'm going to read Malazan Book of the Fallen and go to bed. Oh, my God. What a game. Time to rewatch Batteries Not Included. You're damn right it is. So, guys, those of you who've played this, what did you think of this? Overall, in the context, not in terms of the world of every game ever made, but in the context of a world of indie, atmospheric, short play games, in terms of the gameplay mechanics, out of 10, I'm going to say probably an 8 or a 9, because I like the fact as a cat that when you hopped up onto a ledge, you could not walk off the ledge. As somebody who does a lot of Nathan Draking in video games and falls off of things a lot, I like the fact that you stay... Is there any post-credits that will make me feel happy? I like the fact that as a cat, you've got cat-like grace and you stay on something. So you can jump up to things. Let me turn the volume back up. Yo, we're back in. Do I get New Game Plus? Oh, I don't want to watch these again. We just went through this. I still feel like this might sound weird. I like that you can meow and stuff. I like that you do cat-like things. I just feel like there might have been an opportunity for 1 or 2 more cat-like gestures and actions. Like, this might seem silly, but I would have liked some buttons that you press and you start grooming yourself. I would like to have seen some more kitty-like things for a game where you are a cat. So I hold off a couple points there in terms of mechanics. What would New Game Plus be in a game? You keep your... you collect buttons and badges. So an opportunity to go back and unlock all of the buttons, maybe. Yeah, something where you groom yourself and do other cat stuff would have been fun. The music was the perfect level of ambient, slightly funky, beaty, vibey, but kind of very lo-fi.
But again, there's a large amount of the game that doesn't have any of that music, and I did feel the absence of it. So again, 8 or 9 out of 10. The actual robot designs and the way that they react to you when you meow and they change faces, 10 out of 10. The visual design of everything, even though it's a slums and it's gross and everything's weird, I loved it. 10 out of 10. It was all beautiful, all the colors and everything, the values, the lighting. So the Zurks were designed to eat plastic and help take care of pollution, but they evolved to also eat metal and eat the robots. Humanity died out of a plague, and the people all moved into a city, or the people moved into the city because of the outside world was too polluted, and inside the city, the Zurgs evolved to become a problem, and a plague happened to wipe out all the people. Double dip, that's double trouble. And the robots just kind of hung around and took over things, because they used to be there as helpers, and just there what the legacy was. Robot Man Memories, he thought he was the end of humanity's legacy in the last memories, but he saw the value in the robots living their own humanish lives now, and that really our legacy survived through them, just not our genealogy. So that's a fascinating idea of the concept of evolution of a species and the continuation of a species. Does it have to be the physical continuation of the human race? Or if we end up making something that just acts in a similar way that we do and has similar values and goes forward in a similar manner, but isn't of us, isn't of our flesh and our DNA, is that really still just as good? Because we are, as humans, as an evolved creature, we're one step up from just the reproduce to survive species. We don't just reproduce to survive, we also like to think about stuff and be creative and explore things and reproduce to survive and enjoy it. So we're kind of taking one step away from that reproductive process through evolved thinking. How many steps do you go along that path until you reach a point where the thinking is all that's important, and your own DNA being involved in the reproductive process no longer is of such a value because the concept's still there? Yeah, it's a nice little game. It's a nice little game with some nice little things to think about. It wasn't as dark as Soma. The emotional bit at the end of that robot having to sacrifice himself, in terms of the philosophy of it, it's fascinating. It happened a little bit quickly. Whereas, as an example, Journey takes you through the seasons of the world you're in and also your life. And as you go into winter in Journey, it slowly puts you into that feeling of winter, so that by the time you're trudging really slowly up the hill and your controls are unresponsive and you want to cry, it's really like warmed you or cooled you into that scenario and you're completely bought into it. This, we got to the top level and then, you know, that just happened. It still resonated with me emotionally, but maybe there's a way to just make that happen a little bit more smoothly, or almost give it a tiny bit more foreshadowing so it felt more organic in the narrative. But yeah, is another scathing review of trickle-down economics again. Don't make creepy eyeball walls. So Marek, that's the thing I was going to get to. There was a plague that affected humanity, and also the Zurks evolved outside of what they were supposed to do. And also there was a lot of giant eyeballs. And that robot, the memories of the last human, when we were in the sewers and the giant eyeball opened up and stared at it, that robot stopped looking after me, and it was locked staring back like it was remembering something, or it was fascinated. Those giant eyeball goo, are they humans? Did the plague cause what was left of human DNA to write into the Zurgs? Were the humans eaten by the Zurgs? And some kind of like cellular memory existed on through them? And those giant eyeballs are the very last de-evolved constructs of what we were? A lot of ideas going on in it. As far as the story of Darkness goes, it's just like The Last Guardian. Oh, King Willy, don't give me spoilers for The Last Guardian, please. I haven't played that yet, and it's been recommended to me. Ah, King Willy, you fucker! You've just spoiled The Last Guardian for me. I can now tell you what happens in The Last Guardian. You're a kid. You meet a giant guardian. You and the guardian don't get along. Eventually, you do get along. And in the end, even though the guardian was an asshole in the beginning, the guardian sacrifices itself for you. And that's the end of the game. And it's really sad. Thanks. Thanks, man. Ah, yeah, okay, so overall this game was brilliant. Yeah, it was really good. It only takes a number of hours to play, which is what I love. I would recommend this to anyone. It's still quite sad at the end for really, really young kids, but this is the most wholesome, lovely game we've played in a really long time, and I appreciate it. I'm not telling you the ending to Last Guardian, that's not how it ended. Oh, thank God. Okay, thank God, thank God. I won't kill you then. I was going to go into Warframe, and I was going to go into all the Warframe servers and forums, and I was going to chat shit about you. No, I'm kidding, I'd never do that. I think the optimal evolution for humans is to have a single machine that carries all knowledge and history, not a population of robots that create conflict within themselves. Like this game showed, ultimate peace. Ultimate peace is through unified thinking. If we had a networked mind that slowly created a singular consciousness, so that empathy and sympathy blurred into a pure shared experience, then we'd stop being horrible to each other and be an evolved form. That, good sir, is something very interesting. I would recommend a book series called Endymion, although you're going to have to read Hyperion first. Dan Simmons. Right, Hyperion and Rise of Hyperion, and then Endymion and Fall of Endymion, or it's the other way around. But you've come across some concepts about shared experience that Endymion kind of evolves into. And as much as I don't massively love the later books, because the first Hyperion stuff is amazing, and not even Dan wanted to make any more of them, but I guess the money made him. The concepts were still very interesting. Also, thank you very much for the follows. Glitchmonger, Alpharax, Paige, I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you very much for popping in and hanging out. The real Last Guardian with the friends we made along the way. Yo. Okay, guys. Well, thank you very much for hanging out with me this evening. If you've been watching this on YouTube, thank you very much for vibing along with the VODs or the gameplay. It's been an absolute pleasure. Really glad we bought this. This cost £25 and it was absolutely worth it. Whenever I work out if a game is worth the money, I remind myself that I paid £60 for the Resident Evil 3 remake on release day. And we played that game, and I realised I had no interest in playing it ever again. It was really disappointing compared to Resident Evil 2. So £25 for a game like this, absolutely worth the money. The developers deserve it. They've done really good. Thank you very much for vibing. Click like, click subscribe, and I'll see you for something else in the future. Peace.